Hey everybody, my name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. I wanted to thank you for listening to this episode of The Morning Show. I'm the creator, the producer, and the host of the show. We want you to check out our website. It's themorningshowwithnatalie.com. You can go to that website. You can see all about our sponsors, all about the show. You can even listen to live episodes while they're going on right there from the website. Another way to listen to the show live is go to Live 365. You can download that app and just search for The Morning Show. It's right there. Super easy. We want you to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you will. That way you can keep up with what's going on the morning show. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. My name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. You're listening to The Morning Show. It's Wednesday morning, and a lot of times on Wednesday, we like to meet new people. And this group right here, they're by no means new to the industry, but they are a little bit new to The Morning Show. And I just like to take this opportunity this Wednesday morning to get to know this group. I've been excited about them. I've seen them a couple of times, but never got to really meet them. So we're going to remedy that this morning right here on The Morning Show. We've got Casey Kemp and Haley Kemp. We know them right here as Avenue when we play them on The Morning Show. And I'm super excited to have these guys with us. Casey, Haley, are y'all there?
We are here.
We're here.
I'm here. Here's
Hello.
Haley. And actually just walked in. Here's John.
Hey,
Well,
how you doing?
That was perfect timing. Is it John or Jonathan? I want to call you the right name.
I'll go by either. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, well, I might change it up. I've got Jonathan written down. So, when I look down, I might say Jonathan. But look, let me just tell you, this is a true honor to have Avenue on the show. I know there are some big things happening with this group. It seems like everywhere I go, which I don't go that many places, but it seems like every time I do go somewhere, Avenue's there. I see Casey Kemp. I see Haley. I see your kids. I see everywhere I go. I go to Scotty Inman's. I go to the Absolutely Gospel Music Awards. Hey, you guys are everywhere. You're just it. You get invited to everything.
Well, it's exciting for us to get to, and thank you. Let me take an opportunity to say thank you for having us on. It's an honor to be on here, and for your viewers and listeners that maybe we've not had a chance to meet yet, we're Avenue from Nashville, Tennessee, and our name comes from this. We're passionate about the gospel, and we're passionate about music, and we think that music is a wonderful avenue in which to share the gospel. And then if you're born again, we're on the avenue to heaven together. And my name is Casey Kemp. And of course, Haley is my wife. We've been married for 7 years now. We were married on April the 7th. So this past April the 7th, it was 7 on the 7th.
God's perfect number.
That's right. And so we've got two little ones. We've got a 5-year-old little girl. Her name is Aveline, but we call her Avi, A-V-I. And then our little boy, his name is Autry, and he's 3. And so that's our family. And then John over here, I'll let him tell you a little bit about his family.
Well, my name is Jonathan Mattingly. I have a wife, Sarah, and one son, Asher. He's about to turn 5 in June. So that's pretty much us.
Yep.
In a nutshell.
Yeah. And we're like one big family because John and Sarah, we've all been best of friends for a long time, way before we ever sang together. And we were neighbors for a long time. We go to church together. And so we're like a family, and we're just grateful that the Lord's allowing us to do this together.
Well, we are so thrilled that you're doing it. We're thrilled to just get in on a little bit of your ministry. I'm glad you told us about the name. That was one thing I was going to ask you. That's a really cool name for a group, Avenue. I knew there had to be a reason behind that, and I was hoping that you would share it with us. And talking about names, let me just say this. Y'all have the coolest kids' names ever. All 3 of those kids' names are just out. I mean, they're just amazing. I have seen your kids, and they are absolutely adorable. And I've noticed this about you and Haley the couple of times that I've seen you. You just seem to be outstanding parents. And, when you go to things, when you get dressed up, when you go to events, there's a lot of people there. It probably would be a whole lot easier and more convenient to leave the kids at home. But I've never been to a function and seen you guys that you didn't have your kids there. And I did notice that. It did catch my attention. And I thought to myself, that takes a lot of effort. That's a lot of work. Way to go. That just really is admirable. And I respect that. And I think God's going to bless that.
That's all Haley.
Oh, that's Haley. You mean you didn't get those kids ready, Casey?
I appreciate you saying that. It is a lot of work, especially my son. He's super busy. He's a sweet boy, but he's all energy.
Yeah.
And so it takes a lot of effort to wrangle him. They did really good the other night at the awards. We told them, we were like, we are really proud of you guys, but there are times that they aren't with us when we do go to things. But we don't have family that live close to us. So if we do something, around
Gotta
home,
take
they
'em.
have to
They're
go.
going to be
Yeah.
there,
Take 'em.
but they
Well,
love it.
They do.
Yeah.
They enjoyed it, and they had a good time. But sometimes you feel like a failure as a parent. But when someone says that, that really that made my day. Because I mean, it's important. Our kids are God number one, and then our children definitely. So I never want them to, feel any slack from us. So
Well, I don't want
I
to be
appreciate it.
disrespectful to anybody else in any way, but I have seen people who spend their whole entire lives in the ministry, and they minister to hundreds and thousands, maybe tens of thousands of people throughout their career. And sometimes their own families and their own kids get a little left behind. And so it's outstanding that
True.
you've got those kids right there with them. And I just noticed it. Wanted to say something about that this morning. Well, let's talk about the new single. We've played it here on the morning show, and we like it, and we want to play it again this morning. The title of it is Here We Are, and it's very catchy, very catchy. And I want you to tell us a little bit about this song. Where'd you get it? Did you write it? Do you guys write music?
Sure. Well, actually, Haley wrote this. She wrote this with Joel Lindsay, and what it was, we wanted a song that would kind of say to people, "Hey, here we are right now to be together, to worship the Lord together. Here we are to be in His presence together. But one day, when life is done, those of us that are born again will be able to stand together and say, when we get to heaven, here we are to worship the Lord forever." And so that's where the idea of the song came from. And Haley and Joel wrote it, and it's real catchy. It's a lot of fun to sing, and we're excited that it's just gone to radio. And we thank you guys so much for playing it.
Haley, I'm a little bit envious. Joel Lindsay's a pretty big name to be writing with. You're up there with some stout stuff. What was that like, writing with Joel Lindsay?
It was actually great. I hadn't really co-written maybe once before, so it's kind of new to me. And he lives in California, so we actually had to do that over FaceTime. So that was interesting, but he was super easy to work with and very, very kind, because he's a great writer, and I felt quite intimidated. But he said, "We're gonna write this," and I was like, "So how should we do this verse?" Because we were trying to think where to go with it and how should we write it. And he said, "We'll write it brilliantly." So he was great. He kept it lighthearted, and so he was really, really kind. I appreciate him doing that with me.
Well, let's play it. Let's play it right here on the morning show. This is our new Friends Avenue. This is their new song. We're excited about it. And here it is on the morning show. Here we are.
The sun comes up, the sun goes down. This crazy world just spins around. And we all woke up this morning on the ride of our lives. Through the sunshine, through the rain, a whole lot of joy and a little bit of pain. Oh, what a beautiful day is waiting right in front of our eyes. Here we are, children of grace. We have made it this far by faith. Nothing can take the place of the hope in our hearts. Here we are, happy and free. This is the way the Father meant it to be. God is love and He is good, so here we are. We are here a little while. Let's make the most of every mile. 'Cause this world is full of trouble, but it's only for now. Some days crawl and others fly. Some days leave us wondering why. Isn't it so good to know His faithfulness is never in doubt? Here we are, children of grace. We have made it this far by faith. Nothing can take the place of the hope in our hearts. Here we are, happy and free. This is the way the Father meant it to be. God is love
the new single from our new friends, Avenue. We like that song. Haley, you and Joel, you wrote a winner there.
Oh, thank you.
Well, let's talk about the song that you that was before this one. And I've actually never heard it. I'm just going to admit that this is going to be the first time. Casey just sent me this song. I was telling Casey, I'm new. The morning show's new. So I'm not in with all the record companies. I don't get all the singles that get sent out. I kind of have to go find all that on my own and hand piece all this together. But we love doing it and we do it every single day. But I have not heard this. Casey told me it was the most recent single before this one. He just sent it to me. We're going to, all of the listeners on the morning show, including myself, we're fixing to hear it for the very first time. Can't Keep a Good Man Down. Tell me about this one and then we're going to play it.
Well, this is another song that's a lot of fun to sing, and it's actually an old. Let's see who did the song. A new song, a group back in the '90s called New Song in contemporary Christian music did this song, and so when we were sitting around, trying to decide, what we wanted to pick for the record, this one just kept coming up. Said, man, nobody's done this in a long time, and so we decided we would take a crack at this one, didn't we, John?
Yeah. We had a great time singing it, recording it. It's a great song. Has a great message about them putting Jesus in the ground, but they couldn't keep him in there, and so we're very thankful for that, and we love singing the song. It's a great song. It's a lot of fun to sing.
Well, I can't wait to hear it.
Well, we're excited to get it over to you and excited for the listeners to hear it.
All right. This is our first time. You guys are with Main Street Records. I do know Q and Danny Phillips, and you're with some good company over there. So we congratulate you on that. You're now just a permanent part of the morning show. We're friends now.
That's awesome. We're honored, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. That's great.
We're tickled. Thank you guys for being here. I want to thank you for your time. You got a friend here on the morning show, and we're going to end out with this single that you've already had out, but we hadn't heard it. Can't Keep a Good Man Down. Thanks, Casey. Thanks, Haley.
Thank you so much.
Jonathan. We're proud of you.
you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right.
God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah. Here's Avenue. Here's that song that we're just fixing to hear.
Said goodbye to the angels of heaven, and he came to earth as a common man. He taught us how we could love one another. There was healing in his hands.
There were those who believed him, followed him, and there were those who wanted him dead. They thought the grave would silence him forever, but they found out instead.
You can close your eyes, you can say it's a lie, you can stick your head in the sand. You can turn away, even try to explain he was just another man. When they nailed him to the cross by his hands and his feet, and they put him in the ground. 3 days later everybody found out that you can't, no you can't keep a good man down. No you can't keep a good man down.
I hear you say that it all sounds crazy. It's a good story, but it can't be true. How could a man who was dead and buried mean a thing to me and you?
Here we are 2,000 years later, and still the choice is just the same. You can say that you don't believe it, but it doesn't change a thing.
No, it doesn't change a thing. You can close your eyes, you can say it's a lie, you can stick your head in the sand. You can turn away, even try to explain he was just another man. When they nailed him to the cross by his hands and his feet, and they put him in the ground. 3 days later everybody found out that you can't, no you can't keep a good man down. No you can't keep a good man down. I can take you to the hill where they hung him on a cross. I can take you to the empty tomb. I can tell you he's alive cause he lives in me, but the rest is up to you. You can close your eyes, you can say it's a lie, you can stick your head in the sand. You can turn away, even try to explain he was just another man. When they nailed him to the cross by his hands and his feet, can't keep a good man down.